Welcome to the Athena Wellness Podcast, the show that invites you to take a seat around the community fire and listen to stories that inspire. I'm your host, Kathy Robinson, author, coach, and founder of Athena Wellness, a company that's dedicated to supporting you on your journey to live more wholeheartedly. Today's episode is brought to you by the Athena Wellness Academy, your resource for wholehearted living. The Academy's featured offering is an online course called From Type A to Type B, How to Mindfully Descend the Corporate Ladder and Invite What's Next. This course is perfect for you if you're contemplating or navigating a professional transition, and it's available as a self-study or with a small cohort of students facilitated by me, Kathy Robinson. To learn more, I invite you to go to athenawellnessacademy.teachable.com or click on the link in the show notes. Hello and welcome. Thanks so much for joining me for the shortened Wellness Wednesday episode, a little midweek boost to help keep your warrior vibe high. Today's show is a Walking the Talk Vancast, a look behind the scenes into what I'm learning and working through, along with a takeaway for you. These portable episodes are informal and casual, recorded on the go from wherever I happen to be at the time. And today, I'm sitting on my deck on an unbelievably warm 70-degree day in northern New Jersey. It's just a gift of a day. It's the kind of day that I miss when the cold weather sets in. I just took a walk on the trails near my home, and I was reflecting on a conversation that I had with a friend at the gym this morning. We both feel an undercurrent of change in our individual personal lives and in the world at large, almost as if we're on the edge of a big shift. A number of our loved ones and friends are undergoing big life transitions as well, some navigating end of life. So there's a lot of movement underfoot. It's real, and it's sobering, and it's life. In my younger years, my natural reaction in times like these would have been to hold on tight, to control outcome as much as possible, and to batten down the hatches in anticipation of rough weather. This time, though, it's an undefined situation. I'm not sure what's going to shift or when, and I think it's going to be more than one thing, like a cocktail of life changes. I share this because what I find myself doing this last week or so is the opposite of my tendency to cover all bases. This time, I'm focused on letting go of long-term plans, of things that no longer serve, and of old habits. It's not that I don't have a compelling life vision that I'm excited about. I do. And I'm excited about the years ahead. But how I get there and when I get there, that holds much less importance. Sometimes it takes the bittersweet experience of seeing your father age or your friend prepare to leave this physical plane to bring things into perspective in your own life. And I'm feeling like this is a time of deep examination for me and deep appreciation for the life that I get to live today. Maybe what's on the other side of walking loved ones to the end of their lives is a rebirth for us. And I'm finding that it's time well spent to reflect and make changes now, so when it is my time to leave this earth, I can do so without regret. You'll hear more about this as the new year draws closer, because this is definitely an emerging theme in my journey toward optimal well-being and wholehearted living. But here's a glimpse into how it all began to unfold. Back in August, when I learned of a friend's decision to forego further cancer treatment, I sat outside sipping my coffee in the early morning and did a mind map of what I desired at this stage of my life. A mind map is a brainstorming on a central idea to find new connections. And for me, it frees up the structure of more formal writing, and it allows me to be open to inspiration and surprise. And so for a few days, I just sat with this mind map, and when the page was filled, I picked a thread that I found compelling, and I explored it further. Eventually, I came up with 3 themes I wanted to work with, along with related actions that were light-hearted yet kept me focused on what mattered most to me today and my future. For me, it came down to these 3 things. 1, the purpose of life, which is exemplified by love, through honoring the depth and sacredness of relationship with ourselves, with others, with spirit, and with the natural world. 2, the fuel of life, which is exemplified by creativity, through honoring the full expression of the self, who we're meant to be in this world. And 3 is the game of life, by exemplifying how we live in a sensory physical world through the way we show up each day. And here are 3 things that I can do in relation to these things that matter to me. 1, for purpose or love, I can practice presence, kindness, and love to myself and others. 2, for fuel or creativity, I can keep my well of creative inspiration filled. And 3, for the game of life or manifestation, I can have fun moving the game piece forward each day. What this exercise showed me was that no matter the challenge, it's about keeping perspective and a light spirit in facing it. And what I'm finding is I want to clear out as much of the physical, mental, and emotional noise and clutter that no longer serves where I'm headed to create space in my life for what truly adds meaning and value. And creating space is the first step on the path of moving from type A to type B. So here's my takeaway for you. Explore what you most desire and create space for it. Here are the 5 steps that I followed. 1, set aside a bit of time to go to your favorite place with a journal. Maybe it's somewhere in your home, a local cafe, or a drive to a place with a wonderful view. 2, turn to a clean page and in the middle of it write, "What do I desire?" and draw a circle around that phrase. 3, spend some time free associating, following your trail of thought, noting all the people, places, activities, and experiences that fuel you. 4, when that feels complete, take a look at your notes and find a few items you feel compelled to explore further. And 5, create a few simple actions that you can do each day to begin to incorporate these elements into your life. I hope you'll share with me what you discover through this process. Just send me a note at hello@athenawellness.com, and I'll continue to share what I'm learning with you. I feel like I'm in the early stages of a new adventure, heading off into uncharted territory. And the way I've prepared for journeys before in my life will not serve me now. This is about finding new ways to move forward, and in doing so, finding deeper means of expression, of discovery, and of relationship. So when my time comes, I'll leave this world with the knowledge that I lived life to the fullest, and as my fellow New Jerseyan sang, and I did it my way. I'd like to leave you today with another song lyric, this one from singer-songwriter Bruce Coburn's Last Night of the World. The main character in this song is sipping rum and lime, listening to music at 3 a.m., reflecting on a life well lived. Quote, "If this were the last night of the world, what would I do? What would I do that was different, unless it was champagne with you?" Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are many ways you can spend your time. Thank you for choosing to spend it with me. Until our paths cross again, be kind to yourself and show your warrior spirit some love. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please pass it on. And many thanks for supporting the show by subscribing and leaving a review. It means a lot, and it helps others find their way to our circle. If you'd like to access the show notes, have a question you'd like addressed on a future episode, or would like a transcript of this episode, visit www.athenawellness.com/podcast. Until next time, be well.